Now that we've seen the future of Arena through Tarkov TV and the latest patch, we all know it's not enough. Here's what Nikita needs to do to keep Arena alive. I've shelved this video since the Unheard drama because if Tarkov were to stay the same as it was, I would have no motivation to play it, especially when Arena Breakout is so fun. However, these new changes to Tarkov Arena seems like a step in the right direction, but it just isn't good enough to keep both games feeling fresh around mid to late wipe. There are a couple of massive problems with Arena right now. Let's start with the tier system. When grinding a competitive esports title, which is what Arena is trying to be, the grind should always be for improving your own skill. However, with the tier unlocking system, the game forces you to grind your in-game character rather than yourself. You have to run weird gun builds and armor combinations that you'll never run in a real game if you had the choice. The tier system forces you to waste hundreds of hours of your life before you can start improving with the setup you want to run. This pointless grind is not valuable or fun. When Arena was first introduced, it was hyped up as a side game Tarkov players could enjoy. A place where you can just fire up a lobby and experience Tarkov PvP without the grind. That's the exact opposite of what we have right now. BSG needs to replace the tier system with something that allows a player to enjoy PvP without a grind. The solution is simple: allow the player to build any kit they want for free, but make it so that you can't profit rubles in unranked games. Winning or losing unranked should not affect rubles as it's free, so you can't run this game mode to grind rubles for main Tarkov. In order to link Tarkov rubles into Arena somehow, simply add a wager system to ranked mode, allowing players to gain rubles for the main game. There will be a minimum bet on the first round, and every round you can choose the ante up and throw in more rubles or lock in your bet. They can even make this lore accurate. Similar to scabbing, your Arena character is not your PMC. Your PMC is in the stands making bets on the outcome of the game. To minimize players running meta kits all the time instead of exploring the entire game, you can take people's kit value into account for matchmaking, and then also make the minimum wager higher the more expensive your loadout is. But why is it so important for Tarkov rubles to be affected heavily by Arena? There are two types of players in Tarkov, those who enjoy looting and those who enjoy PvP. PvP players play Tarkov for a high stakes PvP experience, which is why you see so many streamers advocating for player gear to be more valuable to loot than loose barter items. Meanwhile, you have the other camp who complain about these PvP chads ruining their survival realism game. These players play Tarkov to optimize their map pathing and loot runs. They focus on surviving while filling up their bags so they can watch their ruble count go up. In order to appease both parties, simply split them up so anyone can pick whatever they enjoy. If we can make Tarkov Arena just as profitable as a 10-minute street scav run, then players who enjoy flying around corners will be fighting with players who also enjoy flying around corners. And players who go face down ass up in containers will also be in raids with their own kind. Now Tarkov wouldn't be the same if both of these groups never meet each other in raid. But don't worry, they can reconvene while doing their main questline. The only issue I can see is the reduction of player encounters in Tarkov. This isn't because we're splitting the community, but more so because you'll have more players playing the sneaky survival playstyle in raids. Which isn't really a problem until you run into kill quests. These quests are already notoriously difficult to complete later into wipe, due to the decline in players. But there's a very easy way to solve this through Arena. There are two main issues with Arena's gameplay. 1. Deathmatch is boring and repetitive. Most players don't enjoy maps designed for deathmatch. 2. Besides helping improve our aim and movement, Arena does nothing else to improve our Tarkov skills. Solution? Asymmetrical gameplay. And where can we find these asymmetrical maps that can also improve our PvP in Tarkov raids? Simply cut out sections of our current maps and place objectives on them. The goal is to facilitate similar fights as the main game. Take dorms for example. People love contesting marked rooms, so place a bomb site for search and destroy in marked, and then throw the other one outside at car extract or something. Use the two closest spawns to dorms as the attacking and defending spawns. And now you're pretty much emulating two teams fighting over dorms in a real raid. To encompass the rest of the map, you can create a system similar to Siege. So if the defenders win the dorms round, they can then choose Stronghold for the next round. The spawns can be old gas for defenders and Ruoff for offense, while the sites can be upper floor Stronghold and basement extract. The win rate for each side does not have to be 50-50 perfectly balanced. Nuke has been a CT-sided map for 2 decades and people still love the map. Making a system like this can also create opportunities for people who have less time to grind Tarkov to learn and improve their map knowledge. Labs is notorious for having the nuttiest players with the largest barrier to entry. A large portion of the community want to learn it but at the same time struggle to do so, whether it's due to the entry fee, the skill gap, or the gaming chairs. So many Tarkov players will rush to Arena if we could have something like this. It's not even hard to do. Black is one bomb site, green is the other. Defenders spawn in the staircase spawn while the attackers spawn back of hangar. You can even add invisible walls to lock out sections of the map depending on which area the defenders are choosing to play. So for labs, you can cut it into 3 sections. Divide the upper floors in half, so you can have green and black as stated previously. Then the next round you can have the sites at cat and red, with the spawns in lower square and long hall. The third site can be somewhere in basement. I haven't thought this out, this is all a really rough idea. It's so easy. BSG does not have to invest time or money into designing new maps, and the community will love it. Going back to solve and kill quests in the main game, force players who want to play a structured competitive game mode into a ranked queue. So in order to play the fun, asymmetrical objective Tarkov maps game mode, you have to play ranked. Therefore, you're forced to wager rubles, emulating the investment of a kit. If there's something to lose, then you can safely include the option of doing these quests in Arena. Getting kills in Arena could be done a lot faster than Tarkov as it's guaranteed you'll meet opposition. The whole point of these weirdo quests that force you to get kills with a certain kit, or at a certain part of the map, is to create a time and ruble sink. So they can simply increase the amount of kills you need to get if you're doing it in Arena. Let's say you need 5 Dorms kills. Make Arena kills worth a third, so 15 kills in Dorms Arena. It's so simple. BSG has to understand the entire reason for Arena to exist is to alleviate burnout from the main game, while still having Tarkov mechanics. It's a shitty feeling to waste hundreds of hours every single wipe doing the exact same quest, while digging your head in the exact same crates to progress for rubles. Burnt out Tarkov players would flock to Arena instead of other FPS games, if it meaningfully progressed their PMC, while at the same time progress their own PvP ability. Having Arena as a second option to progress your PMC will be refreshing for the community. Arena as it is right now is not only not good enough to progress in Tarkov, but also not fun enough to play. Everything above was what I envisioned Arena to be when it was first announced, but they gave us a World of Tanks tier-based grind instead. Even refs dailies are impossible to grind. It's like they want to burn out their players.
Burnout is caused by one thing: extreme effort with a lack of reward.
They want me to get 32 kills in 24 hours for 0.01 rep? Are you fucking kidding me? Nikita has no idea what role the community wanted Arena to fill. Locking doors in the main game while having the key being only accessible through ref barters or market resells is a stupid change. Doing so won't improve your player count, but it'll just further leave a bad taste in people's mouths. It goes to show that they've once again learned nothing from the Unheard fiasco. Maybe if the big man sat down and tried to grind his own game from level 1 to Kappa, or even just Lightkeeper, he might understand. Like the video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment below about what else you want to see changed in Arena. Sub if you so desire. As always, thanks for watching. Dude, I'm playing Arena with bots, because my MMR is so low.
Oh, you're playing Arena? I'm playing TFT.
He's not playing the Arena you're thinking of.
Oh my god!
He's not playing the good Arena.
Wait, what the fuck is he playing then?
Yeah, I'm playing the best Arena.
Oh, Nikita's Arena? No!